Good morning, children. We begin our next science class with the chapter on getting to know plants. Plants are a very important and integral part of our surroundings. They are found in all places, in both hot and cold environments, in high altitudes or heights and plains. We can see plants of every size and shape, of every form and type. Some are very beautiful, while others are not so wonderful to look at. But we cannot disagree that plants are our green friends who give us our food. Without plants, we will not be able to survive or live on earth, as all the living organisms directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. In this part of the lesson, we will talk about the structure of the plant body, that is how it looks, and about its roots and stems. Let us begin by noting the structure of a plant body, or how a plant looks. A plant body can be divided into two main systems. These are the root system and the shoot system. The part of the plant that grows below the ground is called the root system. It has a main root and several smaller roots. And the part of the plant which grows above the ground is called the shoot system. The shoot system bears branches, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. The root system provides anchorage to the plant or holds the plant firmly. It helps to absorb water and minerals from the soil and delivers or sends them to the shoot system. And the shoot system uses these substances to manufacture food for the whole plant. I repeat, the root system fixes the plant to the ground, helps to absorb water and minerals from the soil, and delivers or sends them to the shoot system. And the shoot system uses these substances or things to manufacture food for the whole plant. Let us look at the functions of the root. Roots absorb water and other nutrients from the soil by very fine hair-like structures called root hairs. These are necessary for the growth of the plant. Roots fix or anchor the plant firmly to the soil. And roots help to prevent soil erosion by binding or holding the soil particles together. Soil erosion is the carrying away of soil particles from the ground by water or wind. If there is soil erosion, plants cannot grow as there is no soil there. So, roots absorb water and other nutrients from the soil with the help of root hairs, and roots fix or anchor the plant firmly to the soil, and they help to stop soil erosion by binding or holding the soil particles together. Now we come to the types of roots. There are two types of roots, taproot and fibrous roots. In the tap root, there is a main root called the primary root, which grows out from the base of the stem. Later, smaller roots called lateral roots grow out from the main root. In the taproot system, there is a main root called the taproot or primary root. Example: mango, neem, banyan, peepal, tea and rose. In the fibrous root, a number of roots having the same thickness grow out together from the base of the stem. The base is the bottom of the stem. These are called fibrous roots. In contrast to the taproots, there is no main root in this type of root system. All the roots are equal in size. Example: wheat, rice, maize, grass and marigold. Now children, I told you that the roots fix the plant firmly to the soil. Now, try to take out any plant, a mustard plant, a pea plant or a gram plant from the ground. You will see that you need a lot of effort to do it. Did you hear of the story of the farmer and the big carrot? The carrot simply wouldn't come out of the ground because the carrot or the root was so big and it was fastened so much into the soil that the farmer, his wife and other people had to come and pull the root out from the ground. Now we come to the root hair. In both types of roots, there are very fine hair-like structures called root hair. Water and other nutrients are readily absorbed by the root hair. The root hair helps to carry out a very important function of the plant, that is, absorption of water and minerals from the soil. The two types of root system, that is the taproot system and the fibrous root system, helps us to identify other important features of the plant. Let us revise the taproot and the fibrous root system. In the taproot, there is a main root called the primary root, and there are smaller roots called the lateral roots coming out from the taproot. In the fibrous root, there are a number of smaller roots coming out from the base of the stem, and there is no main root in the fibrous root system. The stem. The stem is the central or main axis or part of the body of the plant. All other parts of the shoot system, that is the branches, leaves, flowers, fruits, buds, come out or arise from the stem. The stem remains soft and green in the early stages of its development. It remains so in herbs but becomes woody in shrubs. In trees, the stem becomes very thick, hard and woody and is called the trunk. We will learn about all this in a later chapter. Let me repeat, stem is the main part of the body of the plant. All other parts of the shoot system, that is branches, leaves, flowers, fruits, buds, come out from the stem. It remains soft and green in the early stages of development, but in shrubs it becomes woody. In trees the stem becomes very thick, hard and woody, and is called the trunk. Now let us look at the parts of the stem. The node is a point on the stem from which a leaf arises or comes out. Have a look at the node in this diagram, children. The internode is the portion of the stem between two consecutive nodes. That is, if there are two nodes, one after the other, it is the space in between is called the internode. Axil is the angle between the stem and the leaf or branch. And the bud is a part of the young stem protected by overlapping young leaves. I repeat, a node is a point on the stem from which a leaf arises. The portion of the stem between two consecutive nodes is called an internode. The angle between the stem and the leaf or branch is called an axil, and the bud is a part of the young stem protected by overlapping young leaves. Now children, here is a stem. Have a look at the parts of the stem. There are the leaves, the flowers of fruit, and children, there is the node, the internode, and petiole is the stem of a leaf. This is the part of the stem of a leaf by which it is joined to the stem. Now, there are two buds which are there, the terminal or apical bud and the lateral or axillary bud, about which we are going to learn now. The axillary bud, which is also called the lateral bud, is a bud at the axil of the stem. Lateral means in the side. And children, it helps in the growth of the leaf or branch. I repeat, the lateral or axillary bud is a kind of bud at the axil of the stem, and it helps in the growth of a leaf or a branch. Look at the apical bud and the axillary bud again. Now, the terminal or apical bud is the bud at the apex or tip of the stem. It helps in the growth of the main stem. I repeat, the apical bud is the bud at the apex or tip of the stem, and it helps in the growth of the main stem. Now children, we come to the functions of the stem. The stem helps the plant to stand erect or straight. It also bears branches, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. It helps in the transportation of water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the leaves. Leaves on the stem are arranged in such a way that they get maximum sunlight for photosynthesis. If you look outside, you will be able to see that the leaves are arranged in a beautiful pattern so that each and every leaf of the plant gets sunlight. This pattern is called leaf mosaic. We come to the end of today's class. The worksheet or the activity which you have to do will be posted to you on the group. Thank you and have a good day. Children, there is an activity at the end of the chapter. Question 1 is enumerate the functions of A, the root, and B, the stem. Question 2 is draw and describe the different types of roots found in plants. Question 3 is what is a root hair? How does it help the plant? Question 4 is differentiate between A, node and internode, B, apical bud and axillary bud. Question 5 is draw and describe the parts of the stem. Question 6, A part is what is an axil, and B part, what is a bud? How many types of buds are there? Draw and describe them. I take your leave now. I will be back with more such presentations on the chapter. Thank you and have a good day.